2.5 billion and have it by December 2018. It is a process, so the plan is very clear in terms of year 1, what we require, year 2, year 3, year 4, and year 5. So that's what we require in terms of the 5 years. So I think that answer a few of those questions in terms of number 3, number 5, and number 6 in terms of the way forward. Michael, you want to add a little bit to the answer to give more substance to
Sorry, maybe before we go on to the Jeremy question, just a quick one. The properties that you have, that you will use to borrow money from the financial institutions, would they be the ones to guarantee those loans, or would you still seek government guarantee for any borrowing?
If I can answer it partly, in terms of the decision that has to go to cabinet in terms of our business plan is to get that approval, because as TransNamib we can't sell off any property. So that's why the business, one of the recommendations to cabinet is that we should be able to have that guarantee, use the properties as a guarantee, but also have the option to sell some property. For instance, we have a combination of properties. We have core and we have non-core. So we're talking about the non-core, which are further from the station, but the core ones is basically those infrastructure that is, or land that is very close to the station, so which could then add value to our future business.
Yeah, I can see we have a lot of questions.
Proceed on that. In terms of into whether, why are we believing in property business? In terms of property business, one has to look at TransNamib very far in the future. So if you go overseas, it is connected, rail and property, because it speaks to passengers. At the moment, passengers are not really a big picture for us, because we don't have the passenger volumes. So we have to ensure that we keep land as TransNamib close to the railway and our stations as far as possible, because in future, if we need it to develop it and to enhance that value, then we have it as TransNamib. So that's why we see property is very close to our business. But it's not property that is there somewhere, maybe in
Simon de Wet Bridge.
Yes. No, Simon de Wet Bridge, that is our property. It's critical for us. So that's how we see that. It's also part of our mandate in terms of the National Transportation Act. It makes provision for those two, for the rail business and also in terms of the property business. The locomotive, in terms of the business plan, is structured as such. We will remanufacture, so that means we will recondition most of the locos. The terminology is called remanufacture. So we'll take most of our old locos and we'll make it basically new. We will only buy 10 new locomotives as part of the business. So that is the